Today we've got some information in from the Sun Princess since she is now sailing with paying guests on board. We're going to talk about which itinerary the guests who are sailing on Royal Caribbean's World Cruise right now, which itinerary did they choose since they had to make some itinerary adjustments. We're going to talk about how the entertainment is going on in cruise ships, some things I think that we do need to put in our survey after we get off a ship. We've got also some news coming in from Carnival, so lots to talk about today. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is February 29th of 2024. It's a very happy leap day to everyone. I hope you do something extra special since we got an extra day this year. Let's start at the top talking about the Sun Princess. Like I told you, February 28th, yesterday was her very first day sailing. They welcomed on board the first guests on that ship, and I'm just so excited to hear what people are saying about it. Sounds like she's absolutely beautiful. The photos that I have are from a wonderful Let's Go family member who emailed them to me, who has the good fortune to be on that ship right now. She looks absolutely beautiful, and I am so excited to hear how everything goes as that cruise rolls forward. Thought it would be fun to let you know that today on February 29th, the Sun Princess is docked in Naples. Naples is one of my very favorite cruise ports in the whole world. It is stunningly beautiful, and there are so many things to do. And so if you, I have videos about what to do in Naples, but it is really amazing. Naples itself is extraordinary to see. And then you've got Mount Vesuvius right there across the bay. It's the jumping off point. Really, you can go see the Amalfi Coast from there. You can go up and see the Cinque Terre. It's a little further, I guess, to see that, but I am noticing that some cruise lines are having some excursions up to the Cinque Terre. Also, perfect to see the Amalfi Coast, Capri, everything in that whole region. I hope you all have an extraordinary day there. Now, the next thing that I wanted to tell you about the Sun Princess, though, and we kind of had a heads up about this, is that the venues and entertainment are not quite all ready yet. All of the entertainment that is going to be on this cruise, and I don't know for how many more cruises, is only going to be in the Princess Live Theater and in the Piazza. The shows that we were looking forward to, kind of like those Cirque du Soleil type shows in the Dome, are not going to be running on this cruise, as well as that arena, that theater in the round that we were actually really excited to see in person and see how they have it working. That is not ready for this cruise either. So we will keep our eye out for when that is going. I am really hoping that by the time we get on March 14th, that the entertainment is going so that I can share it with you. One other thing, and I want to thank you all. You all are wonderful, and it does take all of us. I had really nice Let's Go family members who sent me an email yesterday. They are going to be on that March 9th sailing. It's a March 9th sailing, and we just get to join in Athens for 5 days. And so they happen to be on deck 9 there in that cabana mini suite area that has, the cabana all the way around and everything. So they were so generous and said that we can come and see their cabin and get to see how all of that works. So watch for my video on that. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On that ship, Gordon, and I do have a balcony cabin. It's a regular balcony cabin. It's not a mini suite. It's not in the cabana mini suite area on any deck. So, but we are tickled pink to get to go, and a balcony exceeds my expectations. So that's just wonderful. I also want to remind you all to don't forget to put in the comments, send me an email, post it on Facebook, what you would like us to be able to make sure that we show when we are on the Sun Princess, anything you would like us to track down for you, a video that you would like to be able to see. I've got a list of things now, so whenever you put something down, Gordon and I write it down to make sure that we cover that when we get to be on that ship. As you can tell, we are so excited to get to go. It's going to be a cruise, but even more importantly, it's on a brand new ship. The other thing I thought would be kind of fun to talk about in the comments is, I watched the video and saw the very first guests who were welcome on board the Sun Princess, and surely they are people that have cruised the most with Princess and were able to go on that cruise. But if any of you have ever got to be on an inaugural sailing, or you were invited to be the very first guests on a brand new ship, let us know in the comments and share that experience with us. It sounds like it would be really wonderful. Now, I really appreciate all of you sending in your updates, posting on Facebook how things are going on the ship. I'm really grateful. We've got a lot of reports right now from the Enchanted Princess, and one of the things, two things that I think that are really important that were shared. First of all, Rudy's. So people who have gone to Catch by Rudy's, which is a new specialty dining venue, and by new, it came out like pretty much at the beginning of the Alaska season last year, so it showed up, I want to say, around the beginning of May on some of the ships, and people have always said that it is really good. Well, one of our Let's Go family members is so, like, have been on, like, they're into getting close to 300 cruises here. They commented and said that out of sailing for the last 15 years, this is the best specialty dining restaurant they have ever been to, that their meal far exceeded anything else that they had had. So I am really excited. Gordon and I are going to try that when we are on the Discovery Princess in April. I don't know if we'll get the chance to try it on the Sun Princess. Truthfully, that's not the top of my list on the Sun Princess because there are dining venues on the Sun Princess that are not available on other ships. So if I had the choice, I would try one of them. So wanted to let you know though, if you are trying to decide about your specialty dining, I think Rudy's should definitely be in the running, and try it early in the cruise, because then if you really enjoy it, you've got time to try to go back again. So that was a really important update, and share below if you have tried the Catch by Rudy yet and what you thought about it. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing your comments. The next thing, and this to me is a really big deal because we have been on ships when this has happened before as well. Apparently they're in the Piazza last night, everybody's having a ball. On that ship there is the group called Opus that provide the entertainment there with the singing so that people can dance or just listen. Well, last night apparently there were about 500 people at least in the Piazza. You know how there's like the main level of the Piazza and then a couple more. So between everyone in the Piazza and up on those other decks, everyone was dancing and having an absolute ball. I love that he shared there were people dancing on the ceiling, on the rails, with their scooters and their walkers, their canes. It was just really fun. And I think that's just a way of saying everybody was having a ball. And right at 11:15, when their set ended, they were done. And I know, at least I think, and tell me what you think, but I believe that when the entertainers have a contract with Princess, it's to play a certain number of sets, you know, throughout the time that they're on the ship fulfilling that contract. But I would really like to see, and I think so many of you would as well, really an increase in the amount of entertainment that they have got available late on a ship. I know that we've got people that turn in early, but there are a lot of us who are night owls and really have a fun time with the entertainment that late. So he commented and said that, you know, everybody is having a ball, and at 11:15 when that stopped, then not everyone, people that wanted entertainment after that could go over to Crooners, which the entertainer there is also excellent, but it was just a really different vibe of music. He mentioned they were playing things like Fly Me to the Moon, Strangers in the Night, which, by the way, those are two of my very favorite songs of all time, but they're not really what I would choose to dance to, you know, if you're having fun. So in your end of survey comments, put things like that. I think it's really important that we share what we would really like to see on the ship, because truly they could have taken a 15-minute break and then come back for another 45-minute set. Every once in a while, I remember when we were on the Discovery Princess 2 times, that the group that was on board there, they did go longer because so many people were dancing and having a fun time. But that was really out of the goodness of their hearts. I'm sure that they were not required to do that, but they played several more songs beyond what they were really supposed to do, and everybody appreciated it and really enjoyed it. So when you think about the experience you want to see on a cruise ship, or things aren't quite the way you'd like, definitely mention it in the end of the survey that you get at the end of the cruise, and we'll see if we can start a little bit of change there. I think that would be something a lot of people would really enjoy. Conversely, every once in a while I hear people talking about taking away gratuities and if we should boycott them or make a lot of noise about that. I don't really think that that's a thing. Gordon and I look at gratuities as being part of going on a cruise. It's just another line item on the expenses. We always pay our gratuities. We always give extra. That's just the way that we do it. And so those two comparisons came to my mind. And so I thought, you know what, let's talk about entertainment on our surveys and see if we can get a little bit more of it, especially later in the evening. There's a whole lot of people that enjoy being up late and having a fun time. I would always rather stay up late and sleep a little bit longer in the morning, or if I'm really busy, I always stay up late and then I just get up early. So I think that there's a lot of people out there who would appreciate that. So let me know how it's going on the cruise ships that you're on now, no matter what the cruise line is. let me know how the entertainment's going, comment about how late it's going and all the options, and we will all look forward to reading your comments. Next thing I wanted to let you know, while we are talking about entertainment and fun things, we've been talking about Carnival's brand new celebration key is going to come out and be online next year at some point, and they have an artisan village there that they are trying to decide what to name. So it's kind of fun. They're actually going to have people vote on that, but you have to be a Grand Bahamian, someone that lives there, in order to vote. So I wanted to let you know about that, and I think that's going to be a really fun thing to follow along and see what the people there would really like that area of Celebration Key to be called. Now, I have mentioned, maybe, gosh, it was at the beginning of February almost, when the Royal Caribbean's Current World Cruise received the information that they were going to have to make a change in their itinerary. You might recall that they were going to be going to a lot of ports, including like they were going to Egypt, they were going to Israel, and they had to make some changes in where they were going to go. And so they put forth two options. They could do pretty much a more Greek intensive, more of the islands there doing that kind of thing, or they could do an African immersive. Everyone got to vote, and guess what they chose? They chose that immersive African experience, which is so cool. They are going to be visiting 11 different countries in Africa with 15 port stops. To me, that is huge. You're not going to just pick up a cruise like that. You can always pick up a cruise to go to the Greek islands. That's not hard. But to pick up a cruise that is going to go to that many African destinations, I am so excited for those of you who are on board that ship, and I really look forward to hearing from you about how it goes. I would love to see some pictures to share with everyone. You're going to have the trip of a lifetime. I know a world cruise is often billed as the trip of a lifetime, but this one I think has suddenly gotten a lot more extraordinary. So I am thrilled for all of you and really anxious to hear. Thank you all for joining me today. If you've got questions about anything, put it down in that comment section. Share anything that it would be really helpful for us to talk about. And I appreciate you all being here with me today. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.